What if I told you that your body has the ability to heal itself? That you're not actually helpless and hopeless in this world that tells you you need to depend on everything outside of you to find health within. We're experiencing a paradigm shift around the world right now. We're finding that we no longer have to depend helplessly and hopelessly on everything outside of us. But we have all the resources and all the tools to experience balance and health within our bodies once again.
I don't care what anyone says. All I can tell you is this: it's changed my life so much. It literally saved me.
I said, tell me about your experience. They told me about a friend of his who had Parkinson's and how they went in for this session and felt better. And after 3 or 4 days, there was no tremor.
Are you ready to experience what this technology has to offer you?
When I came last time, I had split the tendon in my wrist. It was burning all the way up to here. I was unable to move my arm at all, just had to hold in this position. After 4 hours in the energy, I can move my arm and there's no burning.
I am Dylan, I'm 18 years old with autism and I'm senior in high school. I am coming here because I seek help with my brain and my communication. Ever since I walk out of quantum healing, my speech is more clear, people understand me better, and I have a sharper and more focused mind.
You know, broke 5 vertebrae in my hand. I heard them say she's gonna be, we think she's gonna be paralyzed. I can tell you that the first day spending in the room, I could feel, maybe tingling would be a word. And immediately the most tingling would be in the areas where the fractures were.
I don't know what else I would have ever done had I not found this, because I was essentially running into a position where I wasn't going to have much time left.
Hi, I'm Michael Scaler. I'm the CEO of Energy Enhancement System, or as most of you know it, EESystem. So the technology is quite intricate in general, but simple at the same time. The basic scalar theory is opposing electromagnetic fields create a cancellation effect or phase conjugate wave pairs. This is the part that normally goes over people's heads, but you could think about it as 2 negative things colliding and making a positive. It's a transformational collision of energy that creates kind of implosion, explosion, that creates scalar fields.
I am Dr. Sandra Rose Michael, and I've taught holistic health for over 45 years. And out of my research in applied integrated biophysics, I invented the true bioscalar fusion technology known as the Energy Enhancement System, or the EESystem. And it's really developed for enhancing that light force and life force energy for the body. This technology has been used to disrupt, destructive, detrimental fields have been used where the body is in constant compensation, taking all its energy just to cope with a hostile environment, as we've been living in electrosmog, but radiation, and EMF, ELF, and a total polluted environment of all the toxins in the air, the food, the water.
There's actually a plethora of different things going on with the technology. So we're utilizing scalar fields, and then we are embedding on those with other things like biophotonics, which the layman's term would be color therapy. And then what you're seeing scrolling on the screen is actually what we call cellular communication. We're actually trying to talk to your body, talk to your mind, all spheres of your existence to optimize and be better at whole. If you can reach a higher level of anything, then you continue to ascend towards higher and greater things.
I've been ill with chronic Lyme disease for many, many years. My energy level usually runs around 10 to 25% max. After one session in the chairs here, my energy shot up to 100.
I also noticed my blood pressure is now come down and it's within good range. I can extend my asthma medication to every other day.
Shoko had a 4-centimeter inflamed lymph node in his neck, and after 30 hours of sleeping in the system, was completely gone.
I have genetic skin issues. I've had eczema, dermatitis, and psoriasis, and that has cleared up significantly.
I came the first time post knee surgery, and I came into the healing room, and literally when I left, my knee and the swelling had gone completely down, and I was walking with much more ease.
Like, what? And he goes, and this other person, and he started telling stories, and some of it, you know, but I know he's as skeptical as I am.
I was very skeptical. I'm sitting in this room with these computer screens, and I'm going, this just looks crazy. It really did not strike me as something that would really fix my problem. I can guarantee you that.
So our technology does not heal, cure, prevent, treat anything, but the body is designed to heal itself from anything and everything. So if my favorite analogy is cellular millivoltage. A healthy cell is 70 to 90 millivolts. If you measure a cancerous cell, it is below 20, typically between 10 and 20 millivolts. If you can raise the millivoltage in your body, in your cells, you can reverse disease. You can improve many functions of the body, because the body is electric in nature. So if you can increase just a small portion of percentage of energy in your mind alone, your mind controls the different aspects of all your body, chemicals, things like that. If you can increase the energy in your thyroid or your liver, your kidneys, you're gonna see profound difference in your general well-being. So we don't take an approach at attacking a certain thing or providing a frequency range to a certain area or thing. We are a true holistic experience, and where we're just giving every part of your body more energy to function fully and optimally.
We did research with NASA, put a system in Houston, and they were studying the effects on the DNA and found that it was repairing all the breaks in the DNA, all the genetic damage, and lengthening telomeres. Now, why is that important? Now, some of the research with the initial system was they found that there was a total neutralization or nullification of all detrimental fields, including radiation.
Research is showing oxygenation in the blood, which is really easy to show. So obviously, if you're getting energy on a large scale, it's going to show up through multiple different biofunctions. So we've shown DNA repair, increased oxygenation of blood, which then also leads to declumping of the blood. When all the body's little tiny mitochondrial type functions start kicking in, first thing the body typically does is start to clean house. So you see an increased dump of toxins into the bloodstream, which then are manifest as things leaving the body. Sweating, urination are great, but obviously salt baths, the skin being the largest organ again, start pull things out of the skin. That's why when people go into a direct detox reaction, they tend to start sweating. And I've seen miracles across the board with things that the Western world has no standard operating procedure for. Neurological, degenerative diseases across the board. We've seen profound results. It can only help with just about everything, but I don't like to promote the technology as a magic bullet by any means, and a lot of people hear things that we say and then they think a certain way, and I'd like people to just come into the system, have their own experience. They can go out and talk about it.
Tony, I went in there for 3 hours and I felt nothing. After all this buildup, he said I felt nothing.
And I just didn't really feel a big difference the first time. I'd love to say it was just amazing right off the bat, but it wasn't.
So I thought, well, I've done too much damage, you know, let's kind of take something different than that. And he goes, then a few days later, I thought, what the hell? Some of the other people talked about going there and sleeping there.
I didn't have any solutions. I thought, well, I'm gonna just try it again. What do I got to lose? I'm suffering so damn bad. So I came back the next day, 6 hours, and I walked out of that place pain-free.
Of course, we have to remember that you can't eat garbage food and be really toxic and think this will heal you.
Yes.
Remember, you have to be responsible and take authority over your body and feed it good things. And if you go in with a really bad attitude, like, I know this is not going to work, it probably won't work as well as you having a good attitude about it.
There's breakthroughs that are beyond imagination, things that you'd say are crazy, but they're not crazy. They're happening right now.
Optimal health does not start outside of the body. It starts within, more specifically within the cells of your body. If your cells are not properly charged, you will experience disease as opposed to health. Through scalar wave technology and biophotonic light, the EESystem gives a boost to the cells in your body, keeping them at their optimal charge of 70 to 90 millivolts. Spending time in this technology is like recharging the battery of your body, giving you more strength, vitality, and energy to thrive. Clinical trials have shown that the EESystem technology assists in cell regeneration, neurotransmitter functions, immune function, and so much more. And this research has been acknowledged by many in both the medical and scientific communities. Thousands around the world are reporting benefits such as mood elevation, lower stress levels, pain relief across the board, increased energy levels, emotional stability, improved immune function, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. This is what the future of technology looks like.
But, the quality of your life is the quality of life of yourself. And there are these many, forces of energy.
Once and for all, finally, that we can return back to ourselves and heal ourselves, because that's what the body does best. You just need to be in an environment, an energetic environment specifically, that allows you to experience a coherent field of energy so the body can do what it does best, which is heal itself.